Hello. So in this video, I'm going to be setting up my new recliner, and I want to talk about why I lash on a recliner and why I bought a new one. So let's get into it. So here I am unboxing. I bought this recliner off of Amazon, and I will link it below. It comes in separate pieces, so you're going to see me unboxing and putting the pieces to the side, throwing the boxes away so that I can start to put it together. So let's get into why I use a recliner. So I solely do eyelashes and eyebrows. I don't do any other aesthetic services other than like some facial waxing here and there, but mostly eyebrows, mostly lashes for sure. 90% of my clients get lash extensions, and as a lash artist I have used massage tables before. I've actually used not the basic massage tables but the hydraulic ones where you can control how far it sits up, how far it sits back, how high it is, how low. And as a lash artist I love those features because everyone is a different height, different size, so like it's very adjustable, so I love that. But those massage tables are usually not wide enough for some people, and they're not the most comfortable. So for me it was convenient, but for my clients maybe not so much. So when I started lashing on my own, I knew I wanted to get a recliner. The first recliner that I had gave me the opposite problem. It was super comfy for my clients, definitely wide enough, and just so plush where like it was so easy for them to fall asleep and for me to work seamlessly through an appointment. But as a lash artist, it wasn't the most ergonomically sound piece of equipment that I had. I've been lashing on that recliner for over a year, and thank God in that year I was not as busy as I'm getting now, because I truly don't know if my neck would survive that many clients. Like most recliners, that one only reclined to 140 or 150 degrees, something like that. So basically it didn't lie completely flat, and it made it a nightmare for some clients. For most of them I would make it work, but like 80 to 90% of the time I was in pain. And to help myself, I made some adjustments. Like I added a base to the recliner. I also had kind of like a furniture riser to tilt it back even a little bit more so it would lay a little bit flatter, but it was always at an angle. That's just the nature of recliners. And if a client had like more deep set eyes or their forehead protruded a little bit more than average, it just made my life difficult. So again, my clients were super happy, super comfortable, but I was not, and it made my job a little bit harder than it had to be. And the same with brows. It wasn't sitting up enough, it wasn't laying back enough, but I made it work because they were comfortable, they were happy, and I was building my business, and I did what I could. So fast forward to recently, when I was looking for a new recliner, I'm like, I can't take this neck pain anymore. I would get myself readjusted, do my neck exercises, feel better, and then my next client would make my neck hurt again. So I was looking into these new types of recliners. I'm like, I need it to lay flat. It has to lay flat 180 degrees, but it still has to be comfortable, right? So good for me and good for my clients. I searched and searched and searched so many websites. I found one furniture store. I live in New York. There was a furniture store in New Jersey that I found that had one like this. But ultimately, Amazon takes the win, and I searched and searched pages and pages and pages and reviews, and I finally found one that actually laid flat. And on top of it laying flat, it's also a power recliner, so it's adjustable automatically, like with the remote. So this was just Oh my god, I was so happy when I ordered this. And it shipped and got delivered fairly quickly. I think I ordered it and it came within a week, when originally I had looked at it maybe a month ago and it said it was going to take like 6 weeks to get to me, which is crazy. But it got here super quickly and I'm so excited. And here I am taking a little break to put my hair up because it's about to get serious. I'm about to start building this thing. You can see I already have the cover going and all the pieces are gone, all the cardboard is gone. But I did need my husband's help because the base part of it, since it has all these other parts to this recliner, it's super heavy. So so I needed his help putting it on the base. So here I am telling him that I think the base is a little too stiff. So I actually later on in the day ended up going to Target to buy some memory foam because it was just too stiff. I did not like it. The rest of the recliner seemed like it was comfortable enough, but the butt piece, this actual seat, was not. And we were also trying to figure out how to place the furniture risers on the bottom of the recliner so that it's still sturdy and steady, but I did need it to be a little bit higher because my saddle stool only goes so low. And I don't want the client to be so low to where then now my neck isn't going to hurt, but my back is going to hurt. So just a tip, your client's head should be kind of at like chest level for you to have proper form for lashing. Having them at chest level gives you kind of space to rest your arms and also lean your chest on the back of the chair, so that way your back is straight and your shoulders and your neck aren't strained. And if you need to look any closer, you can just lean forward rather than stretching your neck forward. And these ergonomic tips come from physical therapists and other lash artists that I've worked with as well. Also, quick note on the saddle stool, get a saddle stool instead of a regular stool so it helps with hip pain, it helps with posture, and make sure it has a back to it, so if you ever need to lean back and take a break for a second, you have it rather than you just floating in the air. Okay, so now I'm putting the cover on the rest of the pieces and assembling the chair. You can see there's some cords sticking out of the base here. It's like red and white there. That is because on top of this being a power recliner, it also has massage and heat. So this was another reason I bought this recliner, because again, I'm trying to maximize my customer experience, my client experience. So the more comfortable and luxurious they feel, the better I can do my job and the more I can charge my worth, because I'm charging for my skill and their experience overall. As you can see, I am home-based, so it's super important for me to keep my space very professional and very comfortable and as high quality as possible, so that I can kind of keep myself competitive with other lash artists who are not home-based. You know, they have a more professional setting. So I try for my home not to be a disadvantage to me by keeping everything like top-notch. So now that I'm done connecting everything and putting everything together, I'm testing out the functions that it has. So I'm testing out mainly, like I said, the main reason I bought this is for its reclining power. So yeah, I'm just testing this out, making sure everything's right. It turns out I didn't click in the top part all the way, so he came back in to help me with that. And I'm pretty satisfied with all the functions that this has. So the back part goes up and down, different angles, like I said, 180 degrees. The footrest goes up and down. And then it also has a function to lift the client all the way up, so that it helps them actually sit and stand up. I don't think I'll be using that feature too much just because the base might make it a little hazardous, but still a nice feature. And I do like the remote as well. It has a little clip on the back so that I can hook it on to my lash cart or to my lamp while I'm working. This is the remote here, super easy to use, not too big. And I'm gonna keep this on my side. I would rather have control over this to see where I need to place the client rather than give this to them. And then I'm also going to show you the other remote. Like I said, this has heat and massage settings, so there's a remote for that as well. There's lots of options and 2 intensity settings. And because of all the features, like there's a bunch of wires and stuff, so I did have to buy an extra power strip. I bought this really big one that has USB ports as well from Amazon. And I also had to buy a different disinfectant because the cover slip isn't faux leather, so this is for fabric. Lysol makes one as well, but I like the Clorox one because it has the lemon orangey smell. And yeah, overall I'm really happy with this purchase. I tested it out, I had my sister test it out, and it's sturdy, it works for what I need it to do. I'm so happy to not be in pain anymore. And here is the final look.